What's up, everybody, and welcome to Read the Bible with me. I'm Stan Jr., and today we're looking at 1 Samuel chapter 5. Yes, 1 Samuel chapter 5. It's a short chapter, but it's got some really interesting stories in it. So, if you're new here, go ahead and click subscribe to this channel and turn on your notification bells and give a like to this video. It helps the Facebook algorithm so more people can see it. As well, if you are a Bible Club member, good to see you, and thank you so much for being here with me today. Please consider becoming a patron if you're not, because it's how we do ministry here. So that's $10 a month, and I'd appreciate if you could. We send Bibles out around the world as well as missionaries every month. All right. So God bless you, and thank you for that. Let's get started with chapter 5, and let's read this. It's a short chapter, and we won't be long. So, chapter 5 says, When the Philistines captured the ark of God, they brought it from Ebenezer to Ashdod. Then the Philistines took the ark of God and brought it into the house of Dagon and set it up beside Dagon. These people set up the true and living God beside a false God statue. And when the people of Ashdod rose early the next day, behold, Dagon had fallen face downward on the ground before the ark of the Lord, bowing to God. See, every false idol bows to God. So they took Dagon and put him back to his place. And when they rose early the next morning, behold, Dagon had fallen face downward on the ground before the ark of the Lord again. And the head of Dagon and both of his hands were lying cut off on the threshold. Only the trunk of Dagon was left to him. This is why the priest of Dagon and all who enter the house of Dagon do not tread on the threshold of Dagon in Ashdod to this day. The hand of the Lord was heavy against the people of Ashdod, and he terrified and afflicted them with tumors, both Ashdod and its territory. And when the men of Ashdod saw how things were, they said, the ark of the God of Israel must remain with us, for must not remain with us, for his hand is hard against us and against Dagon our God. So they sent and gathered together all the lords of the Philistines and said, What shall we do with the ark of the God of Israel? They answered, Let the ark of the God of Israel be brought around to Gath. So they brought the ark of the God of Israel there. But after they had brought it around, the hand of the Lord was against the city, causing a very great panic. And he afflicted the men of the city, both young and old, so that tumors broke out on them. So they sent the ark of God to Ekron. But as soon as the ark of God came to Ekron, the people of Ekron cried out, They have brought around to us the ark of the God of Israel to kill us and our people. They sent therefore and gathered everyone together, all the lords of the Philistines, and said, Send away the ark of the God of Israel, and let it return to its own place, that it may not kill us and our people. For there was a deathly panic throughout the whole city, and the hand of God was very heavy there. The men who did not die were struck with tumors, and the cry of the city went up to heaven. So we see that God can take care of himself. He doesn't need any help. The presence of God needs no help, even when people think it's in trouble. God's presence doesn't need priming, doesn't need exalting, doesn't need, exalting in a way, but doesn't need you to help it out, is what I'm saying. We need to follow the presence of God, and we need to just allow the presence of God to do what it does. Enjoy it. Don't have to help it. As we can see, it can fight for itself. So thank you for reading the Bible with me today. I'm excited to see you tomorrow or whenever you read the next book or the next chapter with me. Thank you so much for reading. And as always, if you would like to become a patron, I would appreciate that gift of $10 a month so that we can do more ministry and touch more lives. All right? God bless you. And I'll see you next time. We'll be reading chapter 6 of the book of 1 Samuel. God bless you. Peace.